At the third and final debate of the 2016 US presidential race, Donald Trump implied that he may not accept the results of the election. What would happen if that came to pass? Elsewhere around the world, the Philippines has officially declared separation from the United States and realignment with China, and a new law will posthumously pardon thousands of gay men in the UK. This is The Loop. Say what you want about the majority of the third debate between former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, but the most widely publicized and debated moment was this one.
Do you make the same commitment that you will absolutely, sir, that you will absolutely accept the result of this election?
I will tell you at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
Reactions from pundits, politicians, and columnists across the country have been extreme. The Associated Press, for their part, claimed that Trump threatened to, quote, upend a basic pillar of American democracy. And while their tone may sound extreme, Trump's comments were far outside the norm. So that begs the question. If Donald Trump lost the election but refused to concede, what would happen? Could he potentially overturn the people's decision? We have to look at two likely scenarios. First, if Hillary Clinton wins both the popular vote and the Electoral College, she will absolutely become president, even if Donald Trump refuses to concede. It's laid out in our Constitution that whichever candidate wins the majority of our country's Electoral College votes will be our next president. As of now, that would be 270 out of 538. Even if Donald Trump tried to file legal action to overturn the decision, the Supreme Court would find in favor of Clinton. Now, if Clinton won the Electoral College but Trump won the popular vote, Clinton would still most likely win the election. However, this is where 3 times in our history things became complicated. In 1876, 1888, and 2000, the candidate who won the popular vote lost the Electoral College and the election. In 2000, it was the slim margin by which George W. Bush won the state of Florida that triggered a recount automatically, not Al Gore publicly denouncing election results. Thursday morning, Trump announced that he will accept the election results if he wins the election. Trump's comments Wednesday night are a watershed moment in American politics, and no one can be sure what he will do should he lose the election on November 8th. Thursday morning, Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte declared his nation's separation from the US following months of disparaging comments leveled at President Obama. Duterte went on to say that he has re-engaged China's leaders to form what he called a new commercial alliance between the two nations. In Beijing's Great Hall of the People, in front of an audience of Chinese and Philippine citizens, Duterte said, "In this venue, Your Honors, in this venue, I announce my separation from the United States, both in military, not maybe social, but economics also. America has lost." Duterte went on to say that he may also engage Russian President Vladimir Putin as well and create a strategic alliance between the three nations. According to Philippine Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez, $13.5 billion in deals would be sealed between China and the Philippines during their stay in China. However, the US government downplayed any major changes in relations with the Philippines. White House spokesman Eric Schultz told reporters Thursday, the US-Philippine alliance is built on a 70-year history, rich people-to-people ties, and a long list of shared security concerns. We have not received any official requests from Filipino officials to alter any of our many issues where we bilaterally cooperate. Time will tell how this will play out between the US, the Philippines, and China. In the United Kingdom, thousands of dead, gay, and bisexual men have been posthumously pardoned for convictions under so-called indecency laws that are no longer in effect. The new law has been dubbed the Alan Turing Law after the late British codebreaker punished for his sexuality. British Prime Minister Theresa May has made introducing the legislation a priority, and the government is trying to implement the new law via an amendment to the Policing and Crime Bill. It is the British government's attempt at an apology towards the families of gay men who were victimized for having consensual homosexual relationships before homosexuality was decriminalized in the nation in the late 1960s. Rachel Barnes, the great niece of Alan Turing, told The Independent that she thought that the law's passing was, quote, absolutely tremendous. So now I want to hear from you. How do you feel about Trump's comments Wednesday night? How do you feel about the Philippines making an alliance with China? Are you concerned at all that they may also make an alliance with Russia? And how do you feel about the Alan Turing Law in the UK? Let me know down in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe to SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman, and until next time, you're in the loop. Thanks for watching. The launch was in response to 2 separate occasions where missiles were fired at the U.S. Navy destroyer USS Mason this past Sunday near the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. The missiles originated from air...
You have no connection to my family whatsoever, like immediate family whatsoever. Like I asked everybody, even my grandparents, like we don't have anybody out there. We don't know who that is. So I'm like, hello.